You're watching Two Button Crew.
The daily show for Nintendo fans.
I am Scott.
And I am Simeon.
And it is Smash Bros. Day at Two Button Crew.
Yes, indeed it is.
Smash Bros. Had its own E3 stream from Nintendo, and they dropped bombshell after bombshell after leaked bombshell.
And yes, it was indeed awesome, even though most of what we saw was leaked.
Yes. The Smash Bros. Direct, one of the best parts of E3 this year.
Hands down.
And Nintendo should have included it in their regular press conference to make it a better show. Ryu should have closed it out, honestly.
Yes, and we discussed that earlier, and I definitely agree that that would have been the ending that Nintendo needed.
This was really just a blast, getting new characters announced and stages and having them all available the minute the stream ended.
Yes.
That's how you do it.
That is indeed how you do it, and boy was it hype.
So we got Lucas. I had a hard time getting super excited for a character that was in Brawl and just didn't make the cut, but now costs money.
Yeah, and now we have to pay for him.
And he just wasn't that special a character to me, but he seems pretty strong in Smash Bros. 4.
Mm-hmm. They did nerf his up smash, which I am very, very happy about, because that's the one thing that enraged me the most about Lucas.
Yeah, as somebody who doesn't play as him.
Yes.
So then there was also Roy.
Mm-hmm.
I could handle paying for Roy. He was kind of upgraded quite a bit from Melee, visually and mechanically and animation wise.
Yes, I think that seeing him how he is in this game is really cool, because he has almost the same physics as he did in Melee. He's a very heavy character, as he was in Melee, as far as like dropping fast.
Yeah.
So people who are transferring over from Melee definitely get that same feel.
He's heavy yet not slow. He's pretty fast and strong.
Oh yeah, very strong. Stronger than he was in Melee, I believe.
So that's a cool character. And back in the Melee days, we mainly did Marth versus Roy, and I'm looking forward to some more of those.
Ooh, yes, I am too. I don't really jive quite with Roy. He's fun to play as, but I don't quite mesh with him. So if you do, this is going to be quite the intense matchups going on here.
Yes, because I'll be trying to keep your character very close to Roy so that I can hit you at the base of the sword.
And I'm going to try to keep you away.
And it'll be a big spacing showdown.
Indeed.
And what's cool is we can actually kind of share that on our YouTube channel, because they announced that you can finally upload replays to YouTube.
I thought that was a fantastic addition.
Yeah, it's about time too. If you can't transfer a replay to an SD card and upload it or something, then there has to be a way to get it off the system, or else you'd have them for a month or so, and then there's a patch and update which ruins the replay.
Yes, and you're like,
Yeah. So it's really great that there's going to be a way to upload them soon.
Yes, I'm excited for that.
Also, Ryu, he just takes the E3 cake.
Yes, indeed he does. And I think he was pretty much the highlight for Nintendo at E3. His reveal, even though he had already been leaked, his reveal was so awesome that it took Nintendo's whole cake.
The whole thing.
The whole cake, and he likes some pound cake.
He's got a package that comes with a cool stage. I like that. Sadly not tournament legal because there's a walk-off. But I kind of liked it.
Oh well.
They announced a third-party character like it was no big deal.
Yeah, it was just
we can just do that now. They made a huge deal out of getting like Snake because he was the first third-party character that they announced. But nowadays it's just like, we struck a deal. Here's the guy.
Yeah.
And it's a very faithful representation of the character, I feel.
I agree.
With a very natural moveset, and he appears just as he does in Street Fighter and all that stuff. He's not a clone. He doesn't really borrow anything from other characters in the series.
Boy, is he not a clone, let me tell you.
But if I were to ask you, Simeon, what's the biggest thing about Ryu in Smash Bros?
It's definitely the being able to do Street Fighter inputs.
Yeah.
And I think that blew my mind when you told me that you were playing as Ryu and you were doing down to forward B. I was like, can life get any better at this moment in time? Well, the answer was, of course, yes. But for that
But for a
reveal,
moment, you
for a
asked
moment,
yourself.
I asked myself, even though, yes, it blew my mind that you could do that and that Nintendo would actually put that much care into a character
Seriously.
to do that.
Have you got the hang of the stronger Hadoken yet? The red one?
Yes, my problem is usually I'm facing one way and I want to attack one way and then it'll attack the other way. It's
That's probably the main thing about getting the hang of him is that you can actually walk away from the opponent, which I can never do before.
Yeah.
I also have that happen. I'll do like my hurricane kick towards the end of the stage and kill myself, unfortunately. He's kind of a hard guy to get the hang of. You can do just all Smash Bros. Controls if you want, but they're a little bit stronger if you do Street Fighter controls, and I think that's such a nice touch.
And one thing I would like to add to what I like about Ryu is
yes, please.
Okay, is the sounds. Like I don't know if you've noticed, but his perfect shield is the parry sound from Street Fighter 3, so you can do the
yes,
and just everything about him is just like integrated well into Smash Brothers, but so faithful to the original game.
Even his hit stun animation.
Yes.
Sort of like Mega Man had that, how you do the falling back animation. Ryu has one very similar.
And then the crumple states from his down B, like his focus attack, and that you can focus attack dash cancel, focus attack dash cancel out of it, or it just blows my mind.
That's one of my favorite down B moves because it's definitely not a traditional Smash Bros. Counter.
No.
You can absorb one hit, which is cool.
Yes, and then you can dash cancel out.
You know how I said that that like figuring out which way Ryu is facing is the hardest part? I disagree with myself. I think the hardest part about getting used to and mastering Ryu will be holding buttons down for the strong ones. That's unnatural to a Smash Bros. Player, especially like a competitive one, because we're so like trained to do button inputs as quickly as possible and release the buttons. You're never hanging out with your thumb on anything.
Right.
So
you could like go up, I'm going to kill you, but I'm really not. Right. I'm just going to do a wimpy hit.
Yeah, so that's going to take some serious adjustment.
Yes.
Also, it's really cool to see Dreamland back. It's a neutral stage for tournaments. So that is great news.
And we have Miiverse as well, which is also neutral, except sometimes with vulgar messages in the background.
You got some?
Oh, yeah.
I didn't get any.
I got one. That was not very nice.
There's plenty of other announcements. There's some smaller stuff. There's some cool costume ideas. I'm really not into Mii Fighters, so I'm not going to buy any. But there was an accomplishment that Nintendo made with the costumes.
Yes. So
lots of people probably missed it too.
They have, Sonic, who's a Sega character, and of course we have, Mega Man and Ryu, who are Capcom characters. Yeah. And then we have Pac-Man, who's a Namco character.
And we have Mario, who's a Nintendo character.
Yes.
And Link, who's a Nintendo. Well, there's plenty of Nintendo characters.
Yes, but what I'm going for is we saw costumes from all of those companies released. We saw Sega releasing the Virtua Fighter costumes, which were so cool. It's like Virtua Fighter and Street Fighter, and then the Zero and the Mega Man EXE costume, which is also pretty cool, but mostly the Zero costume, which is awesome. And then the Heihachi Tekken costumes. So we have Tekken, Street Fighter, and Virtua Fighter all in the same game going against each other. And I think that is pretty bomb. That blew my mind.
Smash Bros. Has always been like a Nintendo museum of sorts with the trophies and everything, but they're really expanding. They're capturing a lot of like the fighting games and some third-party representation. With Smash Bros. 4, you can play as Mario versus Sonic versus Pac-Man versus Mega Man and Ryu and all these costumes and stuff.
Blows my mind. They're breaking down the walls.
So I have one complaint about the Smash Bros. Stream. I'm very satisfied and give it like a 95% or whatever. But it would have been nice to see one character that was in development that wasn't available later that day. Kind of like they did with Mewtwo, an announcement and saying this character is coming. I thought they were actually saving that for the E3 stream, the official Nintendo Direct one.
I wish.
But it was really cool to get 3 DLC characters. Would have liked to see one that was being worked on, or some ballot results, or anything like that.
Yes, anything to tease what was in the future. Because most of what we saw, well, first of all, most of what we saw we already knew about, but then everything we saw was available that day. So we got that instant gratification, but we had nothing to look forward to.
Yeah.
Even though we know there's something out there, or we hope there's something out there, there was no...
We hope so,
sure thing.
but the 3DS character select screen is actually completely full now. Can't even see any of the background. But there's going to be more.
I sure hope so.
Even if they have to do like a more characters arrow like they have on the stages
Yeah,
now.
which is weird.
Yeah. So overall, huge success. They did a great job on this stream.
That's the one of the 2 good things you did this year at Nintendo was Smash Bros.
2 thumbs up from 2 Button Crew.
Yes.
Thanks for watching. Thanks for being part of the crew.
And don't forget to like, to comment, and most of all, to hit that big red subscribe button.
See you next time.
Signing up and away.